What's up, guys? It is your boy D Davis, and I want to welcome you to class. Now, I am a superstar celebrity wig engineer, and this is the joy of wig making. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest downloads from my new YouTube channel. I'm super excited to share it with you. All right, what's up, guys? I'm super excited because today I'm here to talk with one of my students. She is legendary. She's been in the industry for over 30 years. So I'm super excited for you guys to listen to her journey and her story on all that she's learned while working with me. So Mia, I want to introduce you to my YouTube students.
Yay!
Yay! So I really wanted to have you on. It was actually your suggestion, right? You felt like it was really important that some people in the world hear about your story because they could benefit. Do you want to kind of start off about like kind of why you even reached out to me and what was that like and what prompted you to even reach out to me to get education?
Well, if you remember, we were working on Kitchen Beautician, and I remember just seeing you, in the midst of the chaos in the world of production and reality TV, and you were such a light. Sometimes you encounter people and they're not so warm and fuzzy, and immediately I knew you would be one of my tribe members.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, was there a particular skill that you wanted to improve on when you reached out, or did you just kind of, what was it? Well, it had to be a little bit more. You can be, these are regular folks. Talk to them.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know what you were doing on set, I just knew.
Wow, that's funny.
I knew that you.
I came in with energy.
Yeah.
I did. I said hi to everybody.
Tons and tons and tons of just love, knowledge, just willingness to share. I knew that right away. Picked that up. So it wasn't until, I don't know if everybody knows how production works, but it wasn't until after we wrapped that I realized you were actually on the show. And you were on the wig episode. I'm like, oh my God. So, that stuck in the back of my mind. A couple weeks later, we're in COVID.
Yeah. Literally
COVID. So I decided, we all, had to hunker down and, had time to think about it. And it's like, where am I going to go with my career now? You kind of feel like you plateau. And one thing that I had never overcame, and I think there's a lot of things that were, that needed to be unpacked in that. Because I went through that metamorphosis myself with being at home and being a hairstylist and cutting my hair and bleaching my hair. And, practicing with pieces because I always said that I couldn't do it or I didn't want to do that. Or, weaves wasn't my thing and wigs weren't my thing. But you can't be in Hollywood
and not do weaves.
That's
just not even realistic.
Not, right? But it goes way back to the beginning of my career.
Wow.
When a stylist that I worked with, ooh, Lordy, the glue and the sewing and the hair loss and the traction alopecia, seriously. And I just knew within my soul that I didn't want to do anything to contribute to hair loss.
So you just kind of took yourself out of the equation altogether.
Right. And took myself out of a lot of money. Because that's what we're here. We're here to earn.
Yeah.
One of the things I found most impactful about coming to your studio was what you have on the wall. And it's, what is it? Learn,
earn, and you pass it on. Yeah, I found that that's really one of the most important things, especially in this world of e-education, YouTube University. You learn something, you become successful at it, and then nobody knows what the recipe to your success is. I think that for me personally, it's the more that you share the knowledge, the people around you can grow big branches and big roots, right? And then the whole world can have this new standard of what greatness is. So I'm grateful that you were able to connect with some of the sayings on the wall here in the studio. Do you think that okay, so let's also just to kind of retract. So
Right.
A few of the things that we worked on while you were here were you really wanted to understand wigs a little bit more, like literally understand, okay, why is this contraption the way it is? Mm-hmm. And I think that the more that we spent time like really looking at different wigs, you understood like, okay, this base is different from that base. If you want to, it's all about manipulating. It's not like a real scalp. Everything is manipulation, and I think you learned that. Remember the first day you came, we molded the wig down. Right. Remember that wig that was puffy in the closure. We blow dried one. We just like literally learned that you can manipulate the wigs. You can put a little heat on it. You can do these certain things. Mm-hmm. Was it anything in the midst of our entire experience that had you like, damn, I did not know that?
Well, I'm glad you said that because I do want to unpack a little bit more of that initial question. Uh-huh. So, why I reached out to you, I mean, on a deeper level, it was I was afraid of weaves. You know, I was being judgmental. I had a lot of judgments around them. Like, you know, especially in our culture, it's like you're trying to look white. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's so much story and thought about hair texture and all of that. And it was like, I wanted to put that all behind me because I'm like, I'm here. Yeah. You know, unforeseen circumstances brought me to LA, you know, and I wasn't going to let this opportunity intimidate me and make me feel fear, you know, because I had so much fear going on. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Yeah. So I called you, reached out to you, and because a celebrity client. Yeah. Got themselves in a situation with their hair, right? And I needed to learn how to put on a wig. I had no clue, so I'm like, oh, I know who to call, you know. And that day, it literally like shifted things for me because I was like, this is an art. Yeah. This is not
it's
like,
not something you just walk into it. Hey, I'm here and I'm doing wigs now. Like you really do have to do a little bit of work and research and study. Because like I said, it's not like you can take a wig out of the package and put it on. It literally has to be manipulated and structured so that it looks as realistic as possible. The cutting, the color, the blending, the X, Y, and Z. So the fact that you took the time and the knowledge or the time to really gain the knowledge in that area was a blessing. Do you think, the initial question or the other question
Can I say something to you? Do you remember what you said?
What'd I say?
And I was like, I don't do that. I don't do weaves. I don't do wigs. I don't do this. I don't do that. And you were like, why? And that question literally sat on me for like a whole year. You know, because it really, I kind of saw it like in other areas of my life. Well, why don't you? Yeah. You know, because I've learned now that neuroscience says that you have to learn new things and move your body.
You have to.
That's how
expand. That's the only way you grow. That's so true. Oh, I love that. Do you? Okay, I want to get to. Is there anything that really stood out to you as far as like learning? Any lessons? Anything? Just. We did a lot, but anything that you really...
I give credit where credit is due. Like, honestly, not because we're doing this, like, real talk, everybody. Like, you are such a master of the craft. It's like you're an artisan, you know, to watch you work. You know, it's like watching Picasso. You know, it's like everything you do. And I have to be honest, I mean, there's some of us in this industry that excel in certain areas, and certain areas they don't. I've been doing this, like you said, 30 plus years, and there's nothing you can't do. You cut, you color, you're a, you know, master wig maker.
But it's like
it's watching you. It's watching you. I
love hair. Like, the main thing that we walked away with, I feel like this is like graduation season, was being able to put together your own wig. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It really is.
Who would have thunk? You couldn't pay me.
We had a challenge though. We learned originally our plan was to learn how to sew a wig together with the sewing machine. And I'll tell y'all a funny story. So we sewing and she's learning how to feed the hair into the machine, and it just kind of caused a little jam that was unrepairable in the moment. I only had to work overnight to get it fixed. But one of the things that I really encouraged her is that it's not like you don't have your hand. You can still stitch it the same way, but you have to know the proper technique. So that was something that we did that I feel like it'll be beneficial in the future. And you hate weaves, so it's technically the equivalent of doing a weave. So that was one of the experiences that we had, and I love the result. What was one of the most challenging parts? Because I heard that you just finished coloring it this morning.
Yay! I'm so proud of myself.
It looks so good.
I'm so proud of myself.
It really
I'm
does.
so excited. The most challenging, it was cool. I was like, when we were sewing, like, this is amazing. But the hand stitching, and getting that, the first stitch, tack down, and then watching you're like a sewing machine with your hands, and I'm trying to copy what you're doing, and I'm like taking little.
But that's where I think one of the biggest things that I've learned in working with you, and it put me in check a lot in regards to myself as well. But even when it came to the color, you wanted to have me do it, and I was like, the fuck, girl? Trust yourself. And when you came in this morning, I'm not even joking, like I kind of went in the bathroom and was like, oh, she did it.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's so empowering to see that when you push somebody in an area that they want to grow, that if you just step back, that if you really did the research and you're really hungry, you'll fly. And to see you come in and have that color, I was like so excited.
But that goes back to what you said in the beginning, telling myself, I don't do that, I can't do that. So even, having the wig on the block and, it's like, it's hair, man. I had to literally talk myself through this for, the hours that it took me, because I'm, it's like, it's hair. Approach it just like you would a client.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I thank you for being here. I'm super proud of you and your journey.
Yay.
I'm so glad that you have got the knowledge and the education that you need to go to the next level. I hope that you remember the journey is one step at a time, and you don't have to run super fast. Take your time. It's gonna bless you in that way. Everybody, make sure if you don't already, go and follow Mia. What's your Instagram?
By Mia Anglin.
By Mia Anglin. And when you check her out, make sure you hit the follow button, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.
Yay!
What's up, guys? It's D Davis. I hope you liked that video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and share it with a friend.